Space is limited, paper's not. Big energy in it. Pixelgod+SQUAD. Chaos. Pixelgod+SQUAD.
Good morning. Back again. It's good to see you, my friends. All right. Well, last night we lost one of our senators. Senator Lindsey Graham has tragically passed away at the age of 71. And, thoughts and prayers to the family. I don't believe in, regardless of how a person lived their life, I'm not going to pile on in this moment, regardless of, what my stance is on his decisions, how he lived as a man. But what I do believe in is, let a person's actions speak for who they really are. So that's what we're going to do, in celebration of his service to our country and his work in the Senate. We're going to explore some of his contributions to our great nation. So, here we go.
Not bad, not bad. Now you.
South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham has died suddenly at the age of 71. EMS teams responded to reports of a cardiac arrest at the home of the prominent Republican. A statement from his office says, quote, "On the evening of Saturday, July 11, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham passed away from a brief and sudden illness. Senator Graham's family appreciates prayers at this time and asks for privacy during this incredibly difficult period." Now, Graham had just come back from a trip to Ukraine, part of a bipartisan group of senators traveling to show support for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. He was one of President Trump's staunchest allies in the Senate. No reaction yet from President Trump on the death of Lindsey Graham. Graham was set to run for another term this upcoming midterm.
It's crazy, man.
Mitch McConnell, how is he doing? Have you heard anything?
I'm going to go check right now with my office. And hoping and praying he's doing well, but I'm going to check just right now.
Is there a contingency plan if for some reason his health continues to worsen? Thank you.
That's weird. Just like a day ago, right? A couple of days ago.
If you don't want to vote ID, probably is cheating. If you've heard of the Save America Act, we're about to vote on it. Senator Schmidt, Senator Lee, this is your idea, blessed by President Trump. The Senate's going to vote in a minute on several things. We say you should have a photo ID before you vote to make sure we have voter integrity. We say over here you have to be a citizen before you vote. We say over here biological males should not be playing girls' sports. We say over here that a minor should not be allowed to transition their sex. If you can't smoke as a minor, that makes sense to me. So the medical community, you should not be performing sex changes on minors. They should wait till they're old enough to make that decision. That's what we say. All of y'all are going to oppose it. If you don't want a photo ID, you're probably into cheating. There's no other reason to say you don't have to have an ID. It just makes cheating easier. Who wants a non-citizen voting in our election? If you're against that, that makes me wonder. And biological males playing girls' sports, not good for anybody. And a minor should not be allowed to transition their sex. That's the biggest change you can make in your entire life. You shouldn't be allowed to do that as a minor. This is...
All right, so TikTok is showing them a little love.
Here is when it is about philosophy, when it's somebody of color on our side, it's about we're all racist if we ask hard questions. It's not going to fly with us. We're used to it by now, at least I am. So it's not going to matter a bit to any of us. We're going to ask you what we think you need to be asked. And Senator Hawley, you need to ask her about her record as a district court judge. You should. I hope you do. We'll see what she says. Very fair game.
That's a fact. As someone that's from Alabama, yeah, segregation jokes are only funny to racists. It's not funny to the rest of us. Especially people with my background and heritage. My breakfast is ready, that's all. Alright.
We're a party of racists, Sean. Me and you're a racist. The Republican Party is racist. Well, what happens when the Republican Party elects and nominates Herschel Walker, an African-American black Heisman Trophy winner, right? Olympian? It destroys the whole narrative. John James, Tim Scott, Herschel Walker. Everybody in San Francisco is going to jump off a bridge.
Yeah, let me play that again.
We're a party of racists, Sean. Me and you're a racist. The Republican Party is racist. Well, what happens when the...
Yeah, I'll stop that again. The minute you start picking out and naming people who agree with your racist behavior, that doesn't validate you. It just confirms what we already knew. Nobody out here is saying that Tim Scott and Herschel Walker, because you can name, a couple of people too. Nobody out here is saying that you're not racist. No, we're doubling down. Okay? The Republican Party is a party of racists, and I stand on that.
President Trump has embarked on a great quest to destroy a religious Nazi regime. I'll be with Israel to our dying day. To our Arab friends, I've tried to help you construct a new Mideast. I can't go to South Carolina and say we're fighting and you won't publicly fight. I go back to South Carolina, I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I'll be with Israel to our dying day. I'm willing to do a mutual defense agreement with your country to give you protection. If you're attacked by Iran, we would go to war for you. To all those who don't believe that, you're stupid.
Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I've been saying it for a long time. And I think they were a few weeks away from having one.
The IRGC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khomeini has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that he suspended in 2003.
And to all those who died in this endeavor called Epic Fury, you're protecting America.
Protecting America from who?
God bless Israel. We should move all our stuff to Israel. Thank you.
This man said, God bless Israel. We should move all of our stuff to Israel. Maybe you should do that. But being that families like mine are connected to this earth underneath our feet, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, sir. Good luck on that.
Excuse me, Mr. Graham?
So I just want to say, I feel good about the Republican Party. I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes.
You heard that. You heard that, right? He did not stutter. That was so clear and so direct. If you do not have the misfortune of knowing who that man is, it's Senator Lindsey Graham from
Let's
my
back
state.
this up.
Where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes.
You heard that. You heard that, right? He did not stutter. That was so clear and so direct. If you do not have the misfortune of knowing who that man is, it's Senator Lindsey Graham from my state of South Carolina, who has been in office since dinosaurs roamed the earth, I'm pretty sure. And as horrifying as it is that he said those words, what's even possibly more horrifying is that it was met with laughter. The audience was laughing. They thought it was great. And as if all of this is not horrifying enough, he keeps going. There's more. Just hang on.
Trump is my favorite president. We run out of bombs. We didn't run out of bombs in World War II.
Very interesting criteria you have for your favorite president there, Mr. Graham. Us running out of bombs apparently means he's doing a great job. What are you talking about? And how is it in South Carolina, not only do we have to contend with Nancy Mace, we also have to contend with Lindsey Graham, who, again, has been in office for so long. South Carolina, when are we going to get it together and get folks like this out of office? This is horrifying. It should horrify everyone. Every single voter, regardless of political affiliation. That should bother you.
Saying that you're killing all the right people. Disgusting work. Repulsive. Killing all the right people. Pay attention to who's dying. Pay attention to who's dying in this country and who's dying around the globe. They're killing all the right people. We gotta do better. This is one of the reasons that I say in the last few videos that I made, every single person in the Senate, Congress has to go. All of them. I don't care if they were elected last year, last term, last cycle. All of them. Because they all operate under this system where, yeah, too many people are entrenched because they've been serving so long. I think we should bring in brand new senators, brand new congressmen, and term limits of 4 years. Just like, term limits of 8 years, right? Same as the president. You've served 8 years. Hey, you've done all you can for your country. Move on. Because what we need bright, fresh minds that are more in tune with what's going on right now in our economy and globally. And I just think that some of these people have been in power so long to where they're clearly out of touch. They're out of touch with the general public. They're out of touch globally. Their mindset is just skewed. And I don't like it. The thing that would fix that, fresh minds, fresh energy. And this country would change almost overnight. All right. So that's going to do it for this one. Thoughts and prayers with the family. Sorry for your loss. But let's do better as a country. Let's do better as good humans. Treat each other better. It's Sunday, man. Go hug someone. Alright, that's going to do it for me on this one. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the video. And until the next one.
And you know what time it is? Disco time.